Milos Sarcev for Muscular Development. We are here at the Texas Pro with the champion, Iain Valliere.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it is. Okay, so I have to say this, we go back and forth. A few times when I say that maybe it's a questionable call, I don't say that you don't deserve it. I love your physique. I think you're every bodybuilder's ideal physique. Wide, thick, muscular, streamlined. You have so much muscle.
Thank you.
And you came in condition, you came improved. You won Tampa, and you took a chance to compete in Texas in front of Steve's crowd.
Yep.
I commend you for that.
Thank you.
You said something about it, so please say.
Yeah, I mean, you know yourself, how many times did you compete when you're a pro? Like 100 and something, right?
Yeah.
You know exactly. I mean, this is our job. I want to get up there. I want to compete with the best. And I want to see when I stack up against the best. And there was no, no animosity or nothing like that coming and competing against Steve. If Steve had won, he was obviously the better man. I just, came and put my foot in to see if I was the better man today. And today I turned out on top. Steve was amazing. Phil was amazing. It was a great lineup, and I knew that I had to be better than I was at Tampa. If I'd showed up like I was at Tampa, I don't think I would have won the show. But I need to come down a little bit. I was, 4 or 5 pounds lighter, a little crisper, and I think I edged them out in the conditioning, right? I think, Steve is obviously structurally fucking gigantic.
Yes.
Steve is a monster of a human. He must have been, I think he was 280 something on stage, where I'm, high 250s. So, I'm not going to outmass Steve in ways. So I knew I need to be crisp as hell, right? So I just came and tried to, play to my strengths and be super crisp. And that's the feedback I got last week from Tampa, is just to, bring that Olympia sharpness, right?
Olympia sharpness, yeah.
I knew I was sharper at the Olympia, but I have more muscle now, and trying to find that balance was something we didn't quite nail in Tampa. And I think we're getting closer, and we'll continue to improve on that going to the Olympia and the Arnold, right?
Yeah, I mean, your conditioning was very, very well. You turned around. Hamstring glutes were happening, lats are happening, abs improved. I told you in Tampa that you were forgetting to squeeze your quads a few times.
I was working hard on that today.
Listen, and I've seen pictures on Instagram going into it. You have a super sharp, all 4 lines right there. So this is the only thing that I say, like, okay, if you keep it on, you're super competitive. It was tough, like I said, Steve is a monster. I think he's 285,
crazy.
Not missing anything.
Nope.
Thick, but listen, you are just as wide, just as thick, and what I said, your waistline is smaller, so you create that taper, V-taper, X-frame, so you're a rightful winner. Of course, there was arguments for Phil. Phil is a 47-year-old wonder, came sharp.
Conditioning's insane.
Yeah,
I mean, this is the thing, right? Like, there's always going to be people who have differences of opinion, and I'm okay with that. I'm all for it, and I encourage happy debate and happy people seeing and supporting their athletes, right? If no one thought that Steve should win or no one thought that Phil should win, I think something was wrong. But I think I did enough here to have that the majority, and especially the people like the judges, agree that I was the winner here, and that's at the end of the day, that's what gets me the paychecks, right?
Yeah, speaking as a champion, I really commend you. There's a lot of fans that saw you winning. I actually saw you winning after prejudging. I know they always give you a hard time, but
you're honest.
Yeah, you're a combination of everything, and if you bring this kind of mass and conditioning at Olympia, you're going to be absolute top 6 contender, which means first, second, third. Somebody has to be first, somebody has to be 6th. You are absolutely on the map to be elite Olympic competitor. I know that you're coming to Arnold Classic.
Yes, sir.
So it's going to be like 4 shows this year.
It's going to be a lot.
Yeah, and you're improving from show to show.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? It's, I take these opportunities to, look at what we did last time and take that feedback and, take the intel that we got from that and try and improve. That's all I can do, right? I think my trajectory is, I was a consistent top 6 guy to top 4 guy. Now we're consistently winning shows. So, I know there's still lots of things I need to improve on. I know my back, needs to still be wider. I know my chest depth still needs to be better on my front double. I know my posing needs a fuckload of work. But I know I'm still trying my best on the things that I can and things that we can fix quickly between shows. And still improve on these strengths and the weaknesses. And obviously we are going the right direction, and it's showing and getting rewarded on stage, right?
Absolutely. I mean, 2 victories in 2 shows in a tough lineup. I mean, when it's a very tough lineup, there's great momentum for the Arnold Classic. How do you see yourself, your chances in Arnold Classic? You're going there to win.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we go in every show to win. I know that the Arnold and the Olympia are a lot deeper pond than Texas and Tampa, but I also know that Steve has been top 6 at the Olympia, and Steve has been top at the Arnold. So it took a very good version of Steve here, and I beat a very good version of Steve, and Phil has obviously beat a lot of good guys last weekend, this week. So I like my chances. I know you know, that the chance of me winning it may not be as good as the chances of me winning a show like this, but I'm going to do everything in my power to be as good as I can and you know, at least make it so it's not easy decisions coming into that first call out, right?
Yeah, one thing that I know for sure, nobody trains harder than you. I really
Thank
watch
you.
you. You know, so you have that hardcore mentality.
Yeah.
I'm sure that you don't miss a single meal.
No.
And improvements is what you've been proving to us.
Yeah.
At one point, I think I told you 2019 or something, you impressed me 2018 in Indianapolis. I saw you actually winning. You were just fourth.
Yeah.
And then you
Steve won that
stagnate
show.
a little. Yeah, Steve won that
Yeah.
show. And you stagnate a little bit. You didn't really make improvements. And
No,
I don't know. Maybe,
2019 was kind of a lull for me.
yeah. So I don't know, maybe my words actually piss you off and inspire you
Yeah, I mean,
to shut me up, and you did.
Sometimes it takes, you know, hearing it from guys like you and stuff like this to really like remind you and light that fire again of why you got into this, you know, and to really reignite that fire of the training and the love for it. Because I mean, you know, I've got into it where I'm doing seasons and you're just not enjoying it. You know, you don't look forward to the training every day. You don't look forward to the competitions. You know, Tampa going into it, I was loving every day of training. Going from this week to here, from Tampa to here, I looked forward to every single minute I had to improve and try and be better. You know, I would truly love this sport and love, you know, I love training. You know, like am I a stage bodybuilder? No, I'm not going to be up there posing and twirling and doing crazy routines to fancy music. That's never going to be me. But, you know, it's hard training and freaky, you know, hard muscle, you know, my kind of thing. And that's, you know, I'm going to take my strengths. I'm going to work hard at them, right?
Yeah, if I can tell you one thing, yeah, you prove to everyone that nobody trains harder than you.
Thank you.
But you just mentioned something, you're not really a performer. Please, it's not what you have, it's what you show.
I know.
So, yeah, especially for Arnold Classic, Arnold being there, watching you pose.
At the Arnold,
Olympia,
I know that's going to be important, yeah.
I mean, you know, do it. It's just like, okay, you know, put a little bit of effort on the presentation.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because you have it done. All the mandatories are perfect. It's just, you know, some transitions that are going to be characteristic for you.
Yep.
Like I said, I'm very impressed. Everybody is impressed.
Thank
You won fair and square in Texas
Thank you.
against the Texan guy, you know, so congratulations.
Thank you.
And I see you at the Arnold Classic.
You will. Thank you,
All
Milos.
right. All right. Thank you.
All right.
All right.